Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Oh, the ill blur
Welcome back
Maddie.
to Ill Blur, Maddie, the illest blur in the land. And today's video is going to be on why I actually like both of these companies, Marvel and DC. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is animated and cartoon shows. So, excuse me, when it comes down to animated shows and cartoons, I gotta say it's definitely both. Like literally, I could think off the top of my head at the time in the 90s, Marvel had the S-Man show. Then they had the S-Man Evolution show. I also used to watch the Incredible Hulk show that used to come on UPN. I'm taking it back, y'all. I am taking it back. Yeah, y'all remember Incredible Hulk? Hulk Bash, Hulk Smash. Yes, that those shows for Marvel, also Spider-Man that came out at the time in the 90s. I did watch that as well. And like I said, I think Marvel has some nice shows. Also, let's talk about DC shows because I cannot leave out DC. DC had one of my favorite animated shows, Batman. The Batman animated series, phenomenal. Like that show was so well written, and just the storylines were really cool. That's what I really liked about the show. The show was definitely interesting. Also, what I liked about DC, the Superman animated series wasn't as good as the Batman animated series. I cannot front. It was not, but it was good. It was a solid actual series. Probably one of the few Superman shows I actually got into for an animated show. And I really liked it. It came out like in the early 2000s. It was on WB. Remember when WB had all that stuff on there? Animated shows, anime shows. It was on there. Also, how could I forget Justice League? Oh my God. I'm talking about the one that came out in the 2000s. We ain't talking about that other one. The other one's a little bit on the cheesier side of things. But yes, like I said, yes, Justice League. Then the sequel series, Justice League Unlimited, that was good. And also, I have to talk about Batman Beyond. Yes, Batman Beyond was the actual series that was with the futuristic Batman. I really liked that series. It had like a neo-gothic look to it. And just the storyline, you had a younger person that was Terry McGinnis that became the new Batman. He wasn't Bruce Wayne, but he has some of Bruce Wayne's swagger. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, I see Terry McGinnis, okay? So those are, like I said, there were some shows from there for their animated shows. Also, their animated shows as well. How can I forget about X-Men Evolution from Marvel as well? But yes, there's a lot of different shows I enjoy from both angles that were animated or cartoon shows, and also Young Justice. Yeah, so it's kind of like, even ground here with that. Let's talk about movies, Marvel or DC. Personally, I think Marvel, and this is because Marvel has someone that was like, a person that kind of got the movies on the roll. Marvel to me had more appealing movies. I mean, I can't lie, you know what I'm saying? Avengers, oh my God, Avengers was good. Captain America trilogy, all three movies. The first Captain America, Captain America Winter Soldier, Civil War. Oh my God, that was phenomenal. The third Captain America movie. Oh my God, that was great. I also like the Thor movies, Thor 1, 2, and 3. I actually enjoyed the S-Man movies. I also enjoyed the Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland. I necessarily didn't care for the Andrew Garfield films, so Marvel really won me over with their movies more so. But with DC, I can honestly say I did enjoy the Batman Christopher Nolan trilogy. That was terrific, man. Like, Christopher Nolan did his thing as a director for that movie. Also from DC, I see DC's trying to come up. I cannot front. DC's trying to come up. Aquaman was a really good movie from DC. Watchmen, Justice League, Snyder's Cut. I'm not talking about that first one. The first one was straight average, garbage. But yes. Also, I liked from DC was Watchmen. That was a really good movie. It was a little bit darker, but hey, it was really good. I also enjoyed another movie from DC, which I thought I wasn't really gonna like. The first Wonder Woman movie I thought was really good. I didn't really care for the second one. Shazam, that's another good movie from DC that I thought was really good. And like I said, man, it seemed like Marvel just, to me, had a better rollout for their movies. Like I said, even Black Panther, you know. So yeah, there are a lot of Marvel movies that I enjoyed. There are some Marvel movies that I don't enjoy. So I'm going to talk about that too as well later in this video. So the next thing we're going to talk about with Marvel and DC, which one had the better animated movies? You said what? Animated movies? I gotta give this hands down to DC. DC has one of my favorite Batman animated films, Mask of Phantasm. Yes, that movie was phenomenal. I was like, yo, this movie also, if you didn't know, originally was supposed to have had a sequel to Mask of Phantasm. I thought like DC just got it on lock when it comes to animated movies. Even their other animated movie that I enjoyed was The Flashpoint. That was really good. You know, Justice League Dark. That was a really good movie. The first and the second movie was really good. You know what I'm saying? DC's has some really good movies. You know what I'm saying? And that's DC got it. They got it in the bag. Marvel, I didn't really get into the anime movies except for one. I think this one was the one that kind of won my heart over to like Marvel animated films. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Oh my God, that movie was phenomenal. Like, I mean, the visuals were crazy. I like that it was relatable. You know what I'm saying? Just the color and everything. But like I said, DC just had that on lock. Okay, so let's get into the next round of this. The worst Marvel films. Oh, and DC films. Okay, so honestly, I gotta say for this, Catwoman was one of the films that was terrible for DC. You know what I'm saying? Terrible film. Green Lantern was another awful film from DC. Like, I don't know, man. The studio just, they weren't making no good moves with some of these movies, man. But those were some of them. Also, another movie, was, what was it from DC? I didn't like Steel that came out. It wasn't great. And I'm trying to figure out, it's another movie that I didn't really like from DC that wasn't good. Oh gosh. Oh, the last Batman movie, that came out with George Clooney. Trash. They could have kept that. Now, the next movies that I'm going to talk to you about that are from Marvel that were trash. Captain Marvel. I'm sorry. Captain Marvel was garbage. I hated it. I went to the theaters to see the movie. I'm like, this was the worst movie ever, okay? But, you know, it is what it is. Some movies you're going to love from Marvel. Some movies you're going to love from a particular company. Another movie from DC that I did not, not DC, Marvel that I did not like, was, what was that movie? Let me see if I can think of it off the top of my head. Oh, X-Men, Dark Phoenix, the new Dark Phoenix movie. It felt like it was rushed. Okay, I can honestly say that, like, the movie just didn't have a sequential order that I thought. Now, The Last Stand, the original one that dealt with Dark Phoenix, that was good. This one wasn't as good. The other movie that I did not like from Marvel was the second Incredible Hulk. No, not second Incredible Hulk movie. Is it the second one? second one, let me see. The first one that came out in the 2000s, sorry. The first Incredible Hulk movie that came out in the 2000s. Did not like that one. The second one delivered, okay? That delivered. I was like, yo, this is it. This is right here. This is what it is going to be. You know what I'm saying? So that was something that I really did enjoy. Let's get to the next round of this. Marvel TV shows that are live adaptations or DC TV shows. Now, this right here, did y'all hear what I said? This right here, literally, I actually like both Marvel and DC for their live adaptations. I can think of stuff that came out for the live action Marvel shows, whether it's Falcon and Winter Soldier. That was really good from the Marvel standpoint. I did like Luke Cage. The Punisher, that show was really good. Also, Daredevil, those were some of like my favorite shows from Marvel. The Runaways was really good. Unfortunately, I never did get a season 3. And, you know, it kind of sucks, you know, when you get a show. The Defenders was really good. Jessica Jones, season 1 and 2. Season 3 was terrible. Okay, terrible, literally. And that's okay. You know, some stuff is either hit or miss. The other thing I could say that I like from Marvel that was a live adaptation, let me see if I'm saying Iron Fist. Shockingly, I actually liked Iron Fist. You know what I'm saying? The first season, I didn't really care for it. The second season, I did like it. I can honestly say I liked it for what it was, and I'm totally fine with it. Now, let's get to DC TV shows that are live adaptations. DC live adaptation TV shows, I actually enjoyed, let me see, Gotham. Gotham was actually pretty good. At first, I didn't think I was going to like it, but I eventually grew to like the show. Another show that I enjoyed from DC is definitely Swamp Thing. I really hope that DC decides to put Swamp Thing Season 2 on the HBO Max app, because like season 1 was phenomenal. Like whoever produced it, I think it was the same guy that did the DC show Doom Patrol, one of my other favorite shows, and also Stargirl. You know, and I think that's something that's really cool that it's that same producer. And I think it's really cool. Also, I did enjoy the Flash series. The Flash reboot series was killing the original. I'm not gonna lie. It was not great, the original. I tried to get into it. It was, to me, it just didn't work out for me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is not it for me. Also, the other DC show I liked that I mentioned was Stargirl. Black Lightning was another good show. I just felt the last season was a huge disappointment to me. Like, it had its good, it had its bad, I'm not gonna lie. But it was, overall, I felt like it could have been better off, you know what I'm saying, when it came to certain things. So, yes, that was another show. Also enjoyed the other DC show, Constantine. It was shortly lived. I felt like it was on the wrong network, honestly. Like, the guy, Matt Ryan, hands down, is Constantine. He's the embodiment of Constantine. Like, the show, like, I loved what the show was about, you know what I'm saying? And that's really what it is, you know what I'm saying? You're sitting there like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the other thing, and it's kind of sad that it only lasted one season. I also liked Legends of Tomorrow too, so there's a nice handful of shows from both ends, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so the other thing is I want to talk to you about is comic books. I'm definitely gonna have to go with Marvel with comic books. I own some actual Marvel comic books. DC, I don't have very many of the comic books, so like it's literally what I'm thinking about this. I'm like, oh, okay. But this is my video on Marvel or DC, or maybe I should just call it what I like from Marvel, what I like from DC. But thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for liking, guys. And until next time, guys, have a great day. And I'm out.